My name is Tasneem. I'm the Senior Manager at 98 Percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of, thing we were asking them to do. That was I think, the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT Bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. it was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident, and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience, and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that, and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them very all the best, and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us, and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Amar. Amar,
Yes, very good evening.
can I start?
Let's wait for 2-3 minutes. You can start at 6:40.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Do you all hear me clearly or? Okay. I don't get any responses. Need your confirmation. My voice is clear, na? Because I am giving this lecture from another room. I'm not sure whether my voice is clear or not. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you very much for your response. Okay, let us share my screen. Actually, this is the fifth day. Fifth day concepts are this: encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. I hope these three concepts I covered in the last class. Encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. We have one more concept called as abstraction. But here we have this for day 4 topics are pending. In this class is already completed, access modifiers also completed. There is abstract class, abstract methods, interfaces, and multiple inheritance. These concepts are pending. So these topics, maybe today I'll cover these topics. If time is there, I am planning to teach you arrays, how to work with arrays in the Java. Because day 6 are dependent on that. So I'll give you how to work with arrays if time is there. Okay, so encapsulation, as I told you, binding of data and methods into a single unit. With this, you can hide the data. I told you by providing private variables, by creating private variables and public methods to manipulate them using getter and setter methods. I will open my IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, like this. We need to create private variables so that private variables will access will be inside the class, so that this data will not be visible to outside. And to modify or to access the data, we need to provide one getter method and one setter method. Getter method for the accessing the data, setter method for modifying the data. I already explained what is this, how to write this setter and getter methods, and also to generate from our IDE using code generation. You can go and select the getter and setter methods for the variables you wanted to create. So with the help of encapsulation, what you are achieving, you can hide the data. And the second point is inheritance, ability, a concept of a subclass can inherit the code written in the superclass, so that you will get the code reusability. The main usage of the inheritance is the code reusability. That's why here one class is there, person class with the two fields, ID and name. I inherited this to the employee class using extends keyword. if you do like this, it is a simple inheritance. There is only one base class and one person class, one subclass, or parent and child class. Person will be called as a parent. Child is the employee. You can derive a child from another child called as a, see here, it's called as a multi-level inheritance. And then I explained about the polymorphism, ability to take many forms. I explained about the overloading and overriding. Overloading is called as a compile time polymorphism. Overriding is called as a runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism. Whereas compile time polymorphism, see here, three methods are there with the same name: add method, and add method. If you define more than one method in a single class with the same name and different signatures, that is called as a overloading. If you go to here, I am calling the method here add method of the addition class. By proper integer method will be connected, binding. And if I pass the strings, string method will be invoked. This method will be invoked. How it will be? How it will decide for which method? See, this is called as a method call. This is also a method call. This is also a method call. In the addition class, we have three add methods, three methods with the same name. How this method will be connected to method definition? In the sense, based on the type of values you are providing, type of values, and the number of arguments you are providing. Say I am providing 2 arguments, then 2 integer values. So that here it will be connected to 2 values, 2 parameters, and both are the integer types. This method will be invoked. In the same way, this method will be invoked like that. Here, point you need to understand is, in the compile time polymorphism, say for suppose if I pass, thank you. If I pass one integer, comma, one string. See here, compiler is giving an error. Compiler is giving an error in the sense, this method call cannot be connected to any of the methods available in the addition class. Because we are passing one integer, one string, this signature is not matching with the any of the methods defined in the addition class. So there is no method which takes one integer and one string. That's why we are getting the error here. Error. So it means what? This method binding is happening during compilation. This red mark in the sense here, it's a compile time error. So it could not be able to connect to any of the method definitions of the addition class. So compiler is raising an error here, saying that cannot resolve to a method of add, this one. So it means that the method call will be connected to method definition during compile time, so that it is called as a compile time polymorphism or overloading, or we can also call it as a static binding. Static binding, or we can also call it as a early binding. Early binding. That is the one thing. And as I explained, there are 2 types of polymorphisms. One is compile time polymorphism, which is a overloading is the example for that. And there is runtime polymorphism, Overriding is the example for that. Overriding in the sense, if you go and see here, there is one method, print data method in the person class, which is printing ID and name. And manager and employee are the subclasses for the person, where if you define same method in the subclasses also. See here, I defined the same method here also, but here definition is changed. So here println method is printing 3 values, ID, name and salary. Whereas if you go to manager class, again I defined the same method here with the same signature, but the definition is changed. Implementation is changed. ID, name, salary plus bonus, 4 values it is changing. So here what happens here is, we are calling print data method through person object. So this method will be connected to person class print data method, so that here we will get the only 2 values. And here e dot print data method, you are calling employee through employee class object, so that it will now it will print the 3 values. If I run this program, you will understand that. Do you all clear up to this, guys? Inheritance, overriding. See here, same print method, printing the 2 values here, 3 values here, 4 values here. How it is becoming? It's called as a runtime polymorphism. I will tell you that now. Okay. So now come to here. I have a employee person class object, person P. So in P, what should I store generally? Can I store new NCR? Is it the correct statement or wrong statement? Can anybody tell me? See, this statement is correct or wrong? Anybody? Correct statement. Rakshita is saying correct. Yes, sir. Wrong. Okay. Deepthi. Siddhi is wrong, saying wrong. Yes. Correct answer. The answer is wrong. See, we cannot store. See, this P is of type person. So P can hold the person objects. But here new NCR in the sense, NCR object we are creating and storing into P, which is not possible. Even product, which is not possible, because new product in the sense we are creating a product object and storing into P of type person, which is not possible. So here right side also, left side also, you have to take the product. Now it's correct. You need to import the class, that's it. So now it's correct. But storing into person is illegal. Why? Because both sides are not correct data. So person should hold only person. Product can hold only products, like that. Say for suppose int x. In x, what I have to store? Integer value, correct? Can I store double value? No, because both types are different. You have to store string, this only, integer only. In the same way, what you can do is, you can store the only person object in the P. That's it. Okay. What else you can do is, in the person object, superclass superclass reference can hold the subclass object. This is the most important thing. Subclass object. Superclass reference can hold the subclass object. Here superclass in the sense person P. What you can store? Either you can store the person objects into P or its subclass objects. What are the subclasses for person here? Employee and manager are the subclasses for the person. So either you can do new person, which is legal, and also P equal to new employee. It is also legal. And of course, there is no argument constructor in the employee class because we have only one argument constructor, 3 argument constructor. We need to pass the 3 arguments. Otherwise, we need to generate the code without fields. Without fields like this. Like this. So now we have you can store the employee also. Either you can store person or employee. So what you can do is you can store the any of the its subclass objects. So P dot print data method. Tell me now, for which class this method will be connected? See, because print data method is there in the all 3 classes: person class, employee class, and manager class. My question is, I am calling P of type person dot print data method. I am calling. So which method will be invoked is the question. Person class, employee class. So whatever the object it is holding, for that class, this method will be invoked. What object it is holding now? Is it holding person class? No, it is holding the employee object. So it will connect to employee. That's it. Run it. Run the program. It is printing 3 values. 3 values, not 2 values. If it is connected to person, it should print only 2 values. But it is printing 3 values in the sense it is connecting to the employee class. In the same way, manager. See, in the manager also we don't have no argument constructor. So generate constructor. Okay, manager class. So now come to here, manager. What object is there? Now P holding manager. So it can connect to manager class. In the manager class, it is printing 4 values, all 4 values with bonus. So this is called as what I am trying to tell you here is this method call is connecting to method definition based on the object you are calling. Based on the object you are calling. Not based on the wait a second, no? Okay. So based on the object you are calling. So generally what happens, objects will be created at runtime. This, see, new is called as a dynamic memory allocation operator. So it allocates the memory during runtime, not at the compile time. So these objects always will be created at runtime. This method call also will be connected to the method definition during runtime only. That's why it is called as a runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism, dynamic or late binding. Late binding. We can call it as a late binding. Earlier, overloading in the sense static binding or early binding. Overriding in the sense dynamic binding, late binding. Based on the object, they will be connected. Whereas in the static binding, based on the type of the parameters and the number of parameters you are passing to the method, this method call will be connected. That is about the thing. So what happened here is, here add method is doing three things. It is able to adding the integers. It is able to add the double values. Also, it will able to add the strings also. So add method has three different abilities. That's why it is called as a three different forms. Polymorphism in the sense what? Many forms. Ability to take many forms is nothing but the polymorphism. So the add method has the three forms. That's why it's a polymorphism, one kind of polymorphism, but static polymorphism or compile time polymorphism. Whereas here, this is also called as a polymorphism because this method is behaving differently based on the object you are calling. We have three definitions, one in the person class, one in the employee class, one in the super class. So based on, manager class. So based on the object you are calling, it is able to do behave differently, called as a runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism or late binding. Up to here it is clear, na, guys, all of you? Dynamic method dispatch, this Redmi 9, I don't know who is this, but correct, dynamic method dispatch. Called as a dynamic, based on the object you are calling, that method will be connected to method definition. Now another topic is abstraction. Hiding of implementation details is called as an abstraction. Hiding of implementation details. How many of you know car driving? Among all of you, how many of you, if you know car driving, say yes in the chat box. No? Car driving. How many of you know car driving? Shakshi Mahajan is know how to drive car. Okay. Only one among 240. Everybody drives car, na? Nowadays. No, at least I asked, how many of you drive scooter? Maybe scooter. How many of you drive scooters? I think everyone. Huh? Okay. Huh? So, car. Okay. I drive any vehicle. Very good. Good. Ammu, I will drive scooty. Very good. So, my second question is, why I am asking this question in the sense, how many of you know how your engine of the vehicle, maybe it may be a scooty or any vehicle, car or anything, how many of you know how your vehicle's engine works? internally? How many of you know? First question. Then next question is, oh, no. Engine. Maybe. See, if you change the gear, that is how to drive. See, changing the drive gears and all these things, gears will be there. If you change the gear, it will move. Correct. That's okay. But I'm asking how engine works. How engine, mechanical, how engine works. How the power generates by the engine. Do you all know this? Or one question is, do we require to know that? How do we require to know that to drive a car? No, it's not required to know that. Correct? Say, as a driver, if you know how to use steering, if you know how to use brake pedals, or if you know how to use gears, that's enough. You can maybe you can drive the car or scooty or anything. You can, if you know driving, then you can drive. It is not required to know how engine is working inside. Okay. Now, question is, car is having engine, correct? Car is having engine, and scooty also is having engine, correct? Is both these two works same or a different way? Car engine and scooty engine works in the same way or different way? They works in a different way, no? Different way. So I have a vehicle. Okay, correct. Different way. They works in a different way, but they must have the engine, correct? If any vehicle doesn't have the engine, can you call them as a bike or car, something like that? If vehicle must have the engine, otherwise that is not a vehicle, correct? I will give you another scenario. Okay. So in the bank, generally what are the common operations in the bank? In the bank, common, yeah, transactions, credit, okay, deposit, withdraw, okay, these are the operations, correct? Okay, so I'll tell you three operations which a bank has to follow. There must be a feasibility to withdraw money. There must be a facility for deposit the money, and if you hiding the implementation details from the user and showing only functionality to the user. Very good. Sagar Parashwar. Correct. You are given a correct answer, but I am trying to give you elaborate where exactly what is abstraction. Definition is correct. Okay. Okay. So in the bank, there must be three operations as per my concern. Deposit, withdraw, and get rate of interest. If you deposit money, I should give some rate of interest. Yeah, other operations as you mentioned, other rate of interest. Rate of interest. These are the operations. That is also one function, but it's not common to all. Sripati Kilgaud. It's not a common function in bank. Guys, don't mislead. Right? If you know, respond. Otherwise, don't respond wrongly. Sripati. I don't mind in case if you don't give the answers, no matter, but don't give the wrong answers. Okay, so think that these three are the operations need to be performed in the any bank, correct? Any bank. These three operations. So here, deposit operation need to be performed compulsory. Withdraw, and the bank should give the rate of interest for the money deposited to their accounts. These three. So if any bank is not giving this operation, can you call that as a bank? No, no. If any bank is not providing this function, it's not a bank, correct? And it is, if any bank is not providing this operation, it's not a bank. So if any object is a bank, must provide all these three functions. Okay, na? All these three functions. Deposit method, deposit function, withdraw function, get rate of interest function need to be provided. Am I correct? Clear na? If any object is not providing any of these three, not a bank. We cannot consider that as a bank. Now the question is, okay, deposit method. Generally, what happens? What the persons will, what will be the logic behind the deposit operation? What you will check? What you will check while depositing? While depositing, we will check the account number is correct or not. Correct? If account number is correct, and then you are able to deposit. Correct? Okay, no? Just we'll check the account number, then this one. While withdraw, again we'll check the account number. We'll check the validity. Validity in the sense whether this account number belongs to a particular person or not. And if he has the balance requested or not. Balance, say in case if you wanted to withdraw 10,000, you have to check whether you have the balance 10,000 or more than that, like that. Then only you have to allow this operation. These three operations common for all the banks. Do you agree? Any bank will do this only. Do you agree with me or not? See, when depositing, they will ask you your account number and how much you wanted to deposit. That's it. Your account balance will be incremented by balance. Correct? Whereas withdraw, again, they will check the account number and check the balance is available or not, and it will be, they will give you the money. In case, it means what I am saying is, the logic for these two methods is common for all the banks. All the banks. But logic for this method is not common for all the methods. Some banks will give 10% as a rate of interest. Some banks will give 11% as a rate of interest. So some banks will give you 8% as a rate of interest. It means it is not required to follow same logic by every bank for implementing this method. So every bank will have its own implementation for this method, but all the banks will have the common implementation for these two methods. Okay, so what we need to do is, this method's implementation in the superclass is not required. In the superclass is not required. Only subclasses will implement this method, whereas these two methods will be implemented in the subclass. We will not implement these two methods in the superclass because common for all the banks. That's why it is not required to implement this method. It is specific to that implementation, that bank. Hope you understand. Yes, what is this? Do you understand what I am explaining? Okay, now how can you do this? Say, I don't want to give the implementation for this. I wanted to give the implementation for only these two. That's what. So I am creating one class called as a bank. So in this bank, what I'll do is I will create two account number, two variables, and a double balance. Initially, I will make it as a 10,000. And initially, I will give the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the account number. Okay. So what are the methods here? What are the methods? Public void deposit. So take the account number, comma, double amount to deposit. What we need to do? If this dot account number is equal to account number, then what we need to do? We need to increment the deposit. Now we need to increment the balance. Balance plus equal to amount. That's it. One method. Clear, na? Deposit method. What is the other method? Withdraw method. Public void withdraw method. Int account number, again double amount. This is the, now first check the account number is correct or not. If this dot account number is equal to account number, and check the if balance is greater than amount, then balance equal to balance minus amount. This is the logic. Whereas another method is there, public write public int get rate of interest. Get rate of interest method. So what happens if I return here 10%? It is the superclass. Now bank is the superclass. What I can do is I can create two banks from the bank. ICICI Bank extends bank superclass. Can you all tell me how many methods are there in the ICICI Bank now? How many methods are there? Because I am extending all three methods are derived into this one. In the same way, I will create another class. HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank. extends bank. Now, how many methods? Here also 3 methods are there. Only three. Because all the superclass methods will be automatically derived to its subclass. Because since we are not defined any special methods in the HDFC class, HDFC, so there is no other methods. Only 3 methods are there. Now what I'll do is I will take one more class called as a abstract demo. Abstract class demo. Okay, abstract class demo. So what we can do is main method bank B equal to new. What are the possibilities? All 3 banks, either you can write bank HDFC equal to new HDFC bank. In the same way, bank ICICI new ICICI bank. See, here it is the subclass object. Subclass all of you understand now? Here B dot see, we have withdraw method, we have deposit method, we have get rate of interest method. I am calling get rate of interest method. B dot get rate of interest method. How much will it will give? B dot get rate of interest method. How much it will give here? Integer ROI, rate of interest method, rate of interest. Int ROI 1 equal to here int ROI 2 equal to I'm just storing here. Can you tell me how much it will be printed? Here ROI I am printing. After here again I will print ROI 1. After here again I will print ROI 2. So if I run this program, what happens? Yeah, it will print same value for the all 3 method calls. Why? Because there is no get rate of interest method in the HDFC class as well as the ICICI bank. Since they are the subclasses of the bank, this method calls always will be connected to its superclass. If you go to superclass bank, in the bank there is a implementation. This is the implementation. This implementation is calling, it is giving 10 for all. Do you all clear up to this? Clear? All of you? If you are clear, please write in the chat box. Okay, 3 times printed because 3 times I called. That's why. Abstract 3 times. Vivek Tambe is raised hand. Unmute and ask me, Vivek Tambe. Okay. Now the question is, what I am saying is, it is looking like a all banks, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, both are giving same rate of interest. It's not correct actually. They must have its own implementation. Its own implementation in the sense what? Its own implementation in the sense they doesn't have the, they don't follow the superclass implementation. they will follow their own implementation. So here it is not required to give the implementation here. So because every bank will have their own implementation, so no bank will follow this. But what we need to do is, if a bank, see, if a bank is not providing this method, it means that it is not a bank. If the object is the bank, it must have this get rate of interest method. Now say, is there get rate of interest method here now? Then let us say I will remove this method. I will remove this method. Do you have any problem here? How many methods are there in the HDFC now? How many are there? Can anybody tell me? No, not 3. Because see, 3 are not there because I removed this method. Only 2 are there. Only 2 methods, correct. Ashish Thakur is correct. Only 2. Because this method is not there. So it means HDFC is providing only withdraw and the deposit. It is not providing get rate of interest method. In the same way, ICICI Bank, it is also not providing the get rate of interest method. Is there any problem now? It is giving, see, because we don't have any compile time error or anything, it means we are able to create these 2 classes. Actually, it's not correct. Actually, if the bank, ICICI Bank class is a bank class object, bank class, then it should have the get rate of interest method. But compiler is not restricting to have that particular method at this time. So what we can do is, we can have the one method without implementation, that is called as the abstract method. Abstract method. A method without implementation is called as an abstract method. So to create abstract method, we should use the first abstract keyword. So now it is called as the abstract method. In the bank class, we have totally 3 methods. One is deposit method with implementation. Another one is withdraw method with implementation. Another one is get rate of interest method without implementation, but with the abstract keyword. Hope you all understand this. So now, to have the abstract methods in any class, the class also must be abstract class. See, now, abstract class. A class with 0 or more abstract methods is called as an abstract class. Abstract class is used to implement the abstraction, object-oriented concept. So now we got a problem in ICICI Bank as well as the HDFC Bank. Why? Because this class is implementing the bank class. If there are any abstract methods in the class, you must override that method. Public int get rate of interest method, get rate of interest method. Okay, override. So it's not showing like that. Override the method. What method? Get rate of interest method. We have to override. I will give now 11. See, unless you override this method, you cannot create the ICICI Bank. It means what? You should follow the abstract given in the bank class to become a bank. I say this class as the bank. So now how many methods are there in the ICICI Bank? Totally 3 methods are there. two are implemented in the bank, one is implemented here in the get rate of interest method. In the same way, here also. Until unless you override that abstract method, you cannot create this method. 12% I am giving. That's it. So all three methods are there. Now come to abstract demo. It is wrong actually. Why? Because you cannot create the objects for the, we cannot create the objects for abstract class. Abstract class. So new bank instantiation is not possible for the bank object, whereas here it is possible. Here it is possible. Okay. Bank. See. Bank B equal to, you cannot create new bank, which is not possible. What you can do is you can create a ICICI bank. Now B dot get rate of interest method. See, bank dot B means bank reference. Bank dot get rate of interest method. If you go to bank class, there is no implementation. Implementation will be given by the object you are calling. That will decide in the runtime. Until runtime, you don't know for which class this method will be connected. This method call will be connected, called as a runtime polymorphism. But here, what happened here is we are hidden one method implementation of the subclasses. So you cannot say how much ICICI will be return a value, HDFC will be return a value, because we don't have a implementation here. We are hidden the implementation details of the this method. Hope you all understand this. Guys? Clear? Abstraction, hiding of implementation details. So how can you write abstract method? We need to use the abstract keyword. You should not write the body here. In case if you wanted to write at least one abstract method, the class also need to be declared like a abstract. Once if you declare, and the base class subclasses must be implement the abstract methods. Until unless you override or implement that method, yeah, syntax is like this. Syntax is this: class, public abstract, then followed by class name, and instance variables you want to, if you want, you can instantiate. And these are the called as a concrete methods, implemented methods. And this is called as a abstract method. Abstract method always need to be given with a keyword called as a abstract. Hope you understand all of it. So give me 2 minutes. Meanwhile, you revise this topic. What is abstract? Okay. Abstract. Five minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'll come back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Can I start again? All of you, all are here. If you are active in the meeting, just write one yes in the chat box. All of you. Very good. Okay. Good. So now, if you come to here, this is an abstract class. In this class, two methods are there. Two methods are totally three are there. Two methods are implemented. It means they are not hidden, because it is common to all banks. Whereas it is different to all bank to bank, we are not provided the implementation. Implementation is provided in that subclass. So question is, if you consider all the methods, three methods or the 100% methods are there, three methods, among which two are implemented, one is not implemented. It means one is hidden, not implemented. So how much percentage of not implemented methods are there in this class? How much percentage? How much percentage? Not 10%. Nitya, I don't understand what you are writing there. SY doing, what is that? I don't understand. Yeah, around 33%. See, totally three are there. One is not implemented, in the sense percentage is 33 point something will be there. Say 34. Remaining 64 are the hidden. So what here is, this method won't restrict here to not to provide the implemented methods. Abstract class can have the both implemented methods and unimplemented methods. So to get the abstraction, see, abstraction in the sense to hide the data methods. You cannot hide all the methods here. All the methods you can hide some of the methods. Some of the methods will not be hidden. So now what we can say is, we can achieve only 34% of abstraction here. 34% of the abstraction, not 100%. You can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction. How you can say? If abstract class doesn't have any of the implemented methods, then we can say 100% achieved. If the abstract class don't have at least one abstract method, then we can say that 0%. So there is a possibility of getting 0 to 100% of abstraction using the abstract class. If you wanted to achieve 100% of abstraction, 100% of abstraction, what we need to do? We need to take one special class interface speaker. See, it is an interface. Interface is a special class which contains only unimplemented methods. Only unimplemented methods. Say public void speak method. Say unimplemented method. If you try to give the implementation, it won't allow. See here. If I try to give the body, it's not allowing. Okay. So you have to give the only header of the methods. That's it here. So it means what? How many methods are there now? Only one method is there. That method also hidden. There is no implementation for this implementation. So what else you can have is you can create public int pi equal to 3 double. I'll take double. .1 for something there. So you can create a final variables, and you can create an unimplemented methods here. That's it. Apart from that, you cannot create anything in the interfaces. So then what is the use of, in the sense, we are creating an abstract. All speakers must speak. All speakers must speak. If an object is don't have the speak ability, then that object is not called as a speaker. So I have a speaker called as a politician. Politician. So he is a speaker, but he must have the speak functionality. Now there is no speak functionality for this. Yeah, abstract. See, I will come to that point. I'll come to that point. Who is this? Nani is asking. I will come to that point. Extends speaker. See, speaker is an interface which has one unimplemented method. This politician must always compulsory need to override that method. Otherwise, it is not a politician. Now, speaks about politics. Okay. Speaks about politics. Not extend, sorry. It must implement. Implements. So it's called as an inheritance again. If you are inheriting a class to interface, we need to use the implements keyword, not the extend keyword. So now if you go to speaker, actually we need to use the abstract keyword. Then only we can call it as an abstract method. But here mentioning abstract keyword is optional. If you go to abstract class, see, you cannot create the abstract method without abstract keyword. Why? Because there is a chance of having both implemented methods and unimplemented methods in the bank class. You need to differentiate them, which is the abstract method, which is the non-abstract method with the abstract keyword. But in case of interfaces, there is no chance of giving the implemented methods. It doesn't allow the implemented methods. Public void, some say D, it won't give you the implemented methods. Give you a chance to include the implemented methods. That's why what happens, there must be compulsory unimplemented methods only. All are unimplemented methods. So that's why you need not to differentiate them using the abstract keyword. So you can, if you use abstract keyword, well and good. Even if you don't use the abstract keyword, compiler assumes that it is an abstract method. Hope you understand. Clear? All of you. Politician, like this. I have another class. Teacher is a speaker. Teacher must speak, no? So again, implements speaker. So we need to implement the unimplemented method. Speak method here. Speaks about knowledge. Knowledge like this. So we have two implementations for the speaker. One is teacher, another one is the politician. I am taking a main class, interface demo. Interface demo with the main method. So speaker s equal to new speaker is not possible. It is not possible. Why? Because speaker is an interface. For interfaces, you cannot create the objects. Then you can create a teacher object, or you can create a speaker S1 is equal to new politician like this. S dot speak method, because S is a speaker object in which we have a teacher object. It will connect it to teacher class implementation. S1 dot speak method. S1 contains new politician object. It will connect it to politician class. If I run this, you get the objects like this. Hiding of implementation details. Hope you all understand. Okay, we got 100% of abstraction. Okay. So multiple inheritance, there is one concept called as a multiple inheritance. I'll explain here. Multiple in the sense, if class A is there and the class B also is there, class B and the class C extends A comma B is not possible here with respect to compulsory. If there is a abstract methods need to be implemented in the subclass, otherwise the class will not be created. So this is not possible. Why it is not possible? In the sense, if you write same thing in the class, say I will create class A, name class A, I will write one method called as a public void yum. Name of the method is yum. See, name of the method yum. Inside yum. Okay. I will create one more class B. In this also I will create same method. Public void yum method. Again I will write inside B. Inside B class. Now I will write one more class C extends A comma B. So it won't allow you to create a subclass from two superclasses. Why? Because think what happens if you are able to create a class from two different classes. C obj equal to new C. I created object like this. What you can do, it is a subclass object. You can call the superclass methods of the superclass methods using the subclass object. As I mentioned, obj dot yum method you can call like this. Now ambiguity is there. whether it has to connect to M method defined in the A class or M method defined in the B class, because both are having the same method with a different implementation. There is an ambiguity now. So for this method call, which method has to be connected, whether for A or to B, which method? That is ambiguity. That's why Java don't allow you to create a subclass from two different classes. Understand, guys? But you can inherit more than one interface at a time. How we can do is, say for suppose, if I make this as an interface, what happens? Interface. Then we should not give the implementation here. We have to give the only this one. And if you go to B also, make this as an interface. And don't give the implementation. Give only body. Then C, again, make it as a interface, extend A, comma B. It won't give you any error. Why? Because, see, anyway, it is also an interface which is inheriting the A and B, where A and B are having the same method, but without implementation. Implementation is not there. Implementation will be given in the subclass. Okay. So, because they are not having any implementation, no matter either it is coming from A or B, no matter, the class which is implementing this C can implement the M method, and we can call it. Now it is no problem to inherit any number of interfaces into another interface, called as a multiple inheritance, can be implemented using interfaces, not by using the classes. Hope you all understand this. Clear? All of you. So this is about the object oriented up to here. See, we got abstract class, abstract methods, interfaces, multiple inheritance. These concepts are completed, as well as encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. These also completed. And now, today, actually, these concepts need to be completed. We are lagging one day. That's why we are doing tomorrow also, where we are going to learn about the link array list, linked list, hash set, tree set, and hash map, tree map, iterators, all these things. Before going to this, you need to understand some concept of the Java, which is arrays, which are not included here. Okay, that's why I will write one class here, arrays concept. What is an array? Can anybody tell me? Array. Write in the chat box, all of you. What is an array? Array. Collection of elements. Collection of like type elements. Very good. Like type elements. Homogeneous elements. Linear homogeneous data structure. Very good. Group of similar data elements. Correct. Ordered collection of elements. Ordered collection of elements. Ordered collection of elements. Ordered collection of elements. Okay. Group of data. collection of elements, collection of data, fixed size, very good, fixed size. Okay, so many different answers are coming, very good. Collection of similar data types in a single unit. Okay, okay. Object with a fixed number. Okay, okay. Collection of data. Data structure that can store a fixed size sequence of numbers, elements of a same data type. Okay. Okay. Sripati, array is stored a data. Okay. Correct. So arrays container for objects. Okay. In Java, in two types we can create an arrays. First step is int arr and then brackets. We can store the values here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. These brackets are there, na? Either you can give these brackets here or here also. That is why string args, if you remember here, string args, you can place these brackets either here or here or after the variable name. That's it. This is one way. What is the size of the array now? Size is called as a length. Length of the array. Length of the array. Length. Okay. Length of the array. Can anybody tell me what is the length of this array? 5, which is the number of elements stored in the array. 5. So in Java, there is one keyword, one parameter, ar.length. If we call this length property on array, it will print the number of arguments, length of the array. 5. So now see, print all elements of the array. How can I? Can anybody write the code in the chat box so that I wanted to print all the elements of the array. Can you write the code? Okay. 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 Good, good. Ashish Thakur. Okay. Many of you are written like this. For I, arr.length, then system.out.println, arr of I. So generally what happens? Iteration. Iteration. Okay, printed all. So now my question is, I have one element int x is equal to 5 or 4. I wanted to check in which position this 4 is available in the array. In which position? Are you following, guys? I have x. I wanted to search for this x in the array, and I wanted to print in which position it is available. Can you all write the code? Can you all write the code? No. Code. Write the program to find in which position this x is available in the array. In the array. So yes, correct. You need to write the same for loop. But here, if a of I is not a ARR of I is equal to x, nothing but 4. Then I wanted to print x is found at plus I, position I, correct? Position I. Am I correct? This is the correct code, or what do you think? Is there any other code? Can you perform same operation without k, without I, without taking an extra parameter here? Is it possible to do same thing without I? Because here, see, we need I definitely to track the index position, because we need to check in which index position this x is available, correct? Here we are using I, here also we are using I, but here different uses, here also different uses. Here we are using I for only moving to next position. See, I initially 0. So we are printing 0th value. And then I becomes 1. Then 1 value. And I becomes 2. For that purpose only we are using I here. But here I is using for the some another purpose, which is to track in which position this x is available. For that we need this one. So here what we can do is, even though here and here 3 operations will come: initialization, condition checking, and increment and decrement operations will be performed every time. Instead of doing like that, what you can do is, except, see, if you are using I for only iteration, then we can go like this: int I colon ARR, like this. So this is called as a for each loop. For each loop in a array, Java. For each loop, or advanced for loop. We can also call it as a advanced for loop. This time what happens? For loop repeats unconditionally for the length times. If the length is 5, 5 times repeats. If length is 100, 100 times it repeats. And every time it repeats, it brings the next value and stores into this array, this variable. So next value for first time is 1. 1 will come to here. Next value for the next time is, second time is 2. 2 will come to I. So if you wanted to perform common operation on all the elements, we can iterate the array without condition checking and increment operation, reassignment. We can do like this. Two operations will be eliminated here. So it takes less time comparatively this, because we need to perform two more operations every time here, called as a for each loop. Okay, for each loop. Understand? All of you? So now my question is, can I increase this array size to 6 here somewhere else? I declared the array at line number 7. I wanted to increase the size of the array at line number 27. Is it possible? Is it possible or no? No, it's not possible. Once it is fixed, assigned the values, you cannot fix it. You cannot change it. Okay, because arrays are fixed in size. Okay, I will take one more arrays demo class. So if you declare array like this, it means we need to initialize the values in the program itself only, like this. In case if you don't know the values, if you assume that the values will come at runtime, then we need to create the array like this. Say size. What is the size of array now? Is 5. At most you can store the 5 elements in this array. So how can I store? Take scanner class. How many elements? Total 5 elements. After that, I will print. That's it. It is asking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the elements. Okay. Can I increase the size now? After at line number 21 again, I created an array at line number 8. Can I increase here? No, again. So because arrays are fixed in size, this is the disadvantage. Arrays are fixed in size. Say for suppose, if I don't take this, if I take only 2, how many values we can read now? Here? How many values? We are reading only 2 values. less than 2 in the sense for 0 and 1 only it will be true. For 2 it will become false. So only 2 values. It means only we are using 0 position and 1 position. Remaining 3 positions will be wasted. Here 5 integer na, integer takes 4 bytes. 4 into 5, 20 bytes memory it will take. This array will take 20 bytes of memory. But we are utilizing only 8 bytes of memory. Remaining 12 bytes of memory are wasting here. And if I take 7 here, it means that this for loop will be repeated for 7 times. But this array is having index values 0 to 4 only. 4 only. For 5 it will become, for 5 ARR of 5 will be there, which is not there. Here we will get array index out of bounds exception. Array index out of bounds exception. You will get this. So you cannot store more than 5 values in this. So because of arrays are fixed in size, if you store less elements, you will waste the memory. If you wanted to store more elements, which is not possible. Do you all agree? Yes, very good. Very good. So in case in the ARR of I wanted to store double values. Can I store double value? Why I am not able to store double value here? Why? No is correct answer, but why? Why not declared data type? Yeah, because the ARR is of type integer. So it can hold only integers because arrays are homogeneous in nature. It can hold only integers. If you wanted to store different data items, you can't store. That is also one problem, disadvantage. So instead of see, arrays are fixed in size and arrays are homogeneous. Because of this, in the runtime, if you have more elements, you cannot store. If you have different data elements, you cannot store. These are the problems with arrays. To avoid them, to avoid these problems or to overcome these problems, in Java there is a concept called as a collection. Collection is a group of objects. The objects will be either homogeneous if you want or heterogeneous. You can store heterogeneous objects as well as the homogeneous objects into the collection. So these 6th day concepts are there now. These are the collections. List is one collection, set is one collection, map is one collection. These are the collections. So these collections can be used to hold the heterogeneous objects as well as the homogeneous objects. Correct? All of you understand up to this? What is a collection? This 6th day concept is for that. Tomorrow I will cover this. Okay. Na? Meanwhile, if you have any questions till today, ask me. I will try to clear that. If you wanted to interact with me, raise your hand. I will ask you to unmute and talk to me. You can talk to me. So you are asking homework. Please try to create a two-dimensional array. in two-dimensional array also, create an array. Create an array to store the values like this. 4, 5. And here I want sum of left diagonal. Sum of left diagonal, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5. Left diagonal in the sense this value, 3 and 5, which is 9. If I give another 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, left diagonal is 3 plus 6 plus 9. 3 plus 6 plus 9. 15, 18. 18 is the left diagonal. So I wanted to find this. So write a Java program to read a two-dimensional array like this and find the left diagonal sum of left diagonal elements in that array. Can you write? Please ask Ashish Thakur. Is it okay? Very good. Write it. And if you have any doubts, ask me in the next class. I'll tell you. And yeah, definitely the notes will place in the LMS learning LMS portal, so you can access from there. Because it is not possible to send it for the individual. I don't have access for that. Even it's not good to share like that because we have a dedicated LMS portal. From there, we can access any material you want. Veena Gadi. So Veena, can you unmute and talk to me? You are raising hand.
Sir, how to get the course completion certificate, sir?
I don't hear you. Can you speak little loud?
Sir, how to get the course completion certificates?
Our team will help you. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay, sir. After tomorrow, sir.
After tomorrow after the class, maybe they will get in touch with you. They will help you in getting the course completion certificate. You don't worry about it.
Don't worry about the certifications. For now, you can just worry about the coding and all these things. Okay. I will explain all these things on tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? Okay. So Amar.
Yes, tell me.
So I need to see Akanksha given a task to me.
Yeah, the test, na?
For that. So I need to work on that. Can I leave now?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So dear participant, if you have any query or question for me, let me know. I will take it up. Anything else? Sir, how many sessions till here? Guys, tomorrow will be the last day of this training program. But don't worry. LMS, sir. Hey, you're still on the LMS. Today is the 6th day. Drop an email to EDL team. I will share you the email with you. 1 minute. EDL @ xlr.com. Meenakshi, so you're asking me about the full-fledged course with placement assistant, all these things? If yes, then I will definitely share some insights with you. One question. Yes, what is your question? Indian Hacker 69 on the YouTube. Sir, tomorrow is the last day of the session. Yes. Hi, sir. Hi, hello. Yes, tell me. How should I help you? A recorded session is already there over the LMS, so you can visit. Other day, what other day? Yes, guys, I'm able to see your messages. Don't put hello, hi, sir. Okay, put your question. Next session, sir. So I don't understand the language that, but if I guess, then no, I don't want to guess as well. So you can please help me with English. What is the next after this program? Yeah, definitely we're coming with the one more series. You will get notified via WhatsApp and email as well. So no need to worry. Guys, if your attendance is more than 60%, you will receive a certificate within 78 working days. Okay, so don't worry about that as well. Tomorrow, I will give you the brief idea about that. I have said you that I did not got proper information about the LMS. Okay, so please drop an email to EDL team. They will connect with you personally and definitely they will help you to go through the LMS as well. Sir, is next session collection framework? I'm not sure of the. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful class. Excellent, excellent class. Thank you so much for such a wonderful word. It means a lot for us. It's our energy booster. Where we will get the certificate? Via email? Yes, only 7 days. Please tell me email ID, sir. Yeah. So, Madhu, I'm sharing with you EDL @xlr.com. I will share this email with everybody. So going forward, whenever you're going to face any difficulty, you're looking anything, you can just drop an email. How can we touch with you after this program? You can drop an email. Placement assistant course you have said you're starting after this course now, sir. Can you say a few words regarding that? So sorry, I'm not able to reveal that, but definitely our team member will connect probably in a tomorrow session and they will help you on the same. Send the attendance sheet, sir. Yes, I'm here to share the attendance. Sir, it's 15 days course only. No, Kirtana, it's actually it's 6 days, but we're extending one more day. Tomorrow will be the last day. Okay. Let me check the comment over the YouTube as well. Somebody says one question, but there is no any question. No problem. It's okay. Attendance, sir. Sir, in resume learning, your progress is 0 out of 7. What was, sir? Don't worry about that. I know that you are attending session here. You are marking your attendance using Google Form. So don't worry about that progress over the LMS. Supriya is asking me, can I leave, sir? Yes, Supriya. If you don't have any query or question, yes, you can leave the session and we'll meet you on tomorrow. I'm requesting all of you, please be there. Tomorrow will be last day. And yes, Kirtana will have a test as well. So come prepared. Okay. Guys, Atharva, sir, can we mention this training information is resume? Definitely, Atharva. Sir, is there any drive from your side? For now, this program, not sure, but definitely in the future, we'll have. Okay, so guys, it's time to wind up for the day, and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. And definitely, I will give you more time on tomorrow, as tomorrow will be the last day. I will take each and every of your question. Okay. Okay. So once again, thank you, and have a nice time. Take care.